You want a light topic? I gave you a light topic. Now, I got to go back to one of the heavy-duty news stories, which is that allegedly fish oils increase your risk of prostate cancer, right? That's frightening. Now, every other day you see another scare article one way or the other. So let's look at that for a minute because I went and got the original article. Top of Drudge study, omega-3 fish oil supplements may increase risk of prostate cancer by 70%. So that comes to us from the Mail Online, which is a scandal sheet out of England, right? Well, I went and got during the break the actual study from the Journal of the National Cancer Institute. Plasma phospholipid fatty acids and prostate cancer risk in the SELECT trial. So you read it, and it was done amongst 834 men. Say, okay, that's a fair sample, not that large, but not that small. But you want to hear the next line? Case subjects were 834 men diagnosed with prostate cancer, of which 156 had high-grade cancer. So what does that tell you? What they're telling you is that they're not studying people who did not yet develop or may not yet develop prostate cancer who are taking fish oil supplements. What they're telling you is that these are men with prostate cancer who may have started taking the omega-3 fish oils after they were diagnosed with prostate cancer. So the study has no validity whatsoever as far as I am concerned. And this is what is now passing for peer-reviewed literature in the politicized world in which we live. The scientists are like prostitutes. In fact, you get a better buy for your buck from a hooker than you do from most government scientists today because they're all bought out by the chemical and drug industry. End of story. Let's move on. However, I'm going to hedge my bet. I'm hedging my bet in the following manner. Since tonight's show will end in approximately an hour and a half, I'm thinking of dinner. And while I would normally order fish for dinner, I'm not going to have fish because of this study. In fact, I'm now going to enjoy the opposite of fish. I'm going to order a beef tongue, which I haven't had in months because I've been on a super low cholesterol diet. I'm now going to enjoy beef tongue, which was a staple in my home at least once a week when my mother was still cooking. And that's the end of it. I'm hedging my bet, you see. In other words, since fish oils, although I don't think are related to prostate cancer, I'm going to cut down on the fish because I already had fish for lunch, and I got a terrible reaction from the farm-raised salmon that I get from the Japanese restaurant on a daily basis. You can't win. I was raised on meat for breakfast, meat for lunch, meat for dinner. It was horrible, right? Horrible diet. But now that I'm eating fish to beat the band, I just can't. My skin turns red. I break out from it, but I know it's good for me. It's so good for me, my skin turns red from it. Probably the farm-raised, the chemicals, right? You go into these restaurants, the sliver of poor salmon that they give you. I can't fish every day before the show. You know what I mean? I'm not from Groton Seafood. I don't have the outfit. I'm not going to fish for halibut in the bay before dinner. I know that you'd like me to do before the show. Mike was out on his boat fishing for halibut. No. So I go to the restaurant like everyone else. I'm getting the farm-raised salmon. What is it? Pesticides thrown into the tank, the fish bed, antibiotics, growth hormones. A disgusting choice. It's like a Hobson's choice we have. So you eat fish and you get poisoned. So I'm going back to meat and potatoes for the night. I really want to sleep, that's all. I may even throw in a beer to top it off. Virginia Beach Sue, you're on the Savage Nation.